What's good, y'all? What's good, my good people? We are back with yet another one. Y'all already know what we'd like to get into on this channel, so let's get right into it.
Literally in an era where people was letting the internet get them depressed. I don't even pay attention to all the sweat and all that. I'm going on a jog through my neighborhood. It's because y'all sitting there, y'all letting people determine whether or not y'all successful or not based on what you see the next person doing, based on what car you see the next person driving, based on what money you see the other person flexing. We in the era right now where you literally got to focus on you because half of these people on the internet is lying about their life. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been times where I've been down, I've been up, I've been down, I've been up, I done had it all, lost it all, had it all, lost that shit again, and got it all back. If you ever been a person and you ran that shit up once, you could run that shit up again. If you never ran it up, get off your ass, stop making excuses for yourself, and run it up. Stop letting these people make y'all think, oh, a 9 to 5 is whack. Y'all niggas gonna be homeless thinking that these people on the internet is right about that. Everybody wanna be a scammer till it's time to go to jail. Everybody wanna try to sell drugs. But let's be clear. That is not for everybody. Stay in your lane, do what you need to do, and stop comparing your success to everybody else's success. We are literally in an era where people is letting the internet get them depressed.
That's real. You got it. Like, comparison is a huge part of people's mistake, man. When you compare yourself, you can almost feel like you left behind, but you right where you need to be. You just gotta keep going. That's all you can really do.
I ain't even gonna lie, one thing I had to learn to do was not take things personal. Like, when people do things to you, it's not about you. That's just a reflection on how they see themselves, so they don't know how to treat people better than that. So when people do something to you or judge you or make you feel a type of way, don't take it personal. They fighting their own battle within them and themselves. Something that only God can help. But when you dealing with narcissists and people who can't hold themselves accountable, they gonna always make you feel like you're the problem. You ain't the problem. They got a problem. So don't take it personal. It ain't worth the time, energy, none of that. Protect your peace, dog. I ain't even gonna lie, one thing.
You forget how I got my name. Let me tell you, I'm the one.
No vape, no hose, eczema. I microwaved my spaghetti for 5 minutes and that shit was still fucking cold. And I'm fucking blind. I dropped my glasses and they got run over by a car. Honestly though, I'm not even that mad because what else can I do about it today? Not much. Let me focus on it tomorrow when I can actually do something about it. And I'm still excited to see Jordana and TV Girl tonight, except I think I'll be doing more hearing than seeing. But I'm also kind of excited to see what life looks like without my glasses. It's kind of like a game and I'm always up for a good challenge. And my friend asked me today if I think I'm a good person, and I don't think I'm a good or a bad person. I'm just a person. Humans are so nuanced, life is so transitional, and I am who I am in the present. RXK Nephew said, if you love me, accept me how I am. And I'm having a beautiful day. I'm on my pre-concert walk off the Benjamin, and I gotta switch it up sometimes. Go in acoustic mode, classic Cancer. So, hope you're also having a beautiful day as well. No vape, no hose, eczema, I might...
Oh, geez.
Okay, we got an OG here. How old are you, OG?
Almost 69.
69. What do you do to stay in shape?
Eat good.
And what else? How you train?
Every day.
Let's go.
That's what's up. That's what I'm talking about.
See what you got. Okay, 1. Let's get 10. 2. 3. Let's go. 4. 5. Let's go. 6. 7. 8. 9.
10.
Nice, George.
11.
Let's go. 11.
12.
13.
14.
15. 16. Let's go. You got 20. 17. There we go. 17.
That's
Look at that pump.
His age.
Okay.
Man, that's pretty good.
Get ready, better understand it.
Get over that.
The sugar is making your belly big, back big, your love handles big. Avocado, great for fat loss. If it's green, it's good. Salad mixes, broccoli, asparagus, any green leafy vegetable. Eat up on all your meats. A great source of protein. There are omega-3s, omega-6s, good for burning fat. Chicken, tuna, eat more meat. Beef snacks, high in protein, good for losing your belly. All berries, raspberry, blackberries, strawberries, blueberries, nuts, almonds, cashews, pistachios, macadamia nuts, zero sugar, refill. The sugar is making your belly big, back big, your love handles big. Avocado, great for fat loss. If it's
I don't know about y'all, but I love taking my baby to the mountains. Shit. Come on, quit playing. Those nice little mountains. You better leave them alone.
Nah, he was funny, bro.
I don't know about y'all, but I love taking my
Why
baby.
you talk like that? Nah, he is too funny for that.
My husband woke up this morning and told me that we don't have any more bowls for his cereal. So I decided to make some bowls from scratch, and sorry I didn't harvest the clay myself. We love hosting in this family, so I'm weighing out 4 equal parts of clay. It's very important to wedge out all the air bubbles before we go on the wheel. That needed about 5 to 15 minutes of kneading and beating, and now we have our clay balls. Before we throw, it's very important to make sure that your wheel is clean and well prepped. The first step about making a cereal bowl is to make sure the clay is centered by coning up and down. And then you want to find the center and open it very slowly because patience is your best friend at this moment. After you have the base open, you want to pull the walls up slowly and steadily. I usually do 3 pulls per bowl before I shape it down with this rip tool. The bowl is now finished. You just want to wire it off the bat and wait for it to dry, and we'll trim it the next day. Repeat this step for all the clay balls that you have left until you have 4 beautiful bowls like me. How should I glaze it? Let me know in the comments. My husband woke up this morning and told me that we don't have any more.
In school one day. It's pretty easy once you like learn how to do it. It's dope though. How you can make bowls and stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
Is that extra rep worth it if you have to inhale and hold your breath and push yourself to get that extra rep thinking you're getting stronger? Well, you might be getting stronger in the short term, but what you're doing when you inhale and hold your breath is you're creating so much internal pressure and so much vasoconstriction that you're actually lowering cell voltage in your brainstem. So you're hitting the point of no return. Can you do an extra rep? Yes. But in the long term, is that going to make you more efficient? And the answer is no. And that's why when you get to be my age, in your 50s, people say, I'm getting too old, I can't work out like I used to. Well, that's because you've been working too hard, but not smart enough. And smarter would be not to hold your breath and to be able to breathe continuously. You want to be able to breathe continuously and not do the extra rep. Instead, stop and do another set.
It's the best way to do it for real. It's real, man. Shout out, salute to him, man. To this young kid right here, for real. That's real. Procrastinated, man. Stop all that procrastinating and all that, man. Just do it. Okay? Just do it, man.
I'm gonna tell you guys something really interesting. The rich people in this world are 74% entrepreneurs. Alright, you got that? And there are 12% investors, alright? 8% athletes, alright? And 4% artists. Alright, you got that? And the shocking part is 0% are employees. That indicates that you can't just work at McDonald's and expect to be rich. You can't just work at an office job and expect to be rich. Most of these people are their own bosses. They're all producers and not consumers. So basically, get rich right now. Try and get rich right now. Try and make your first 1,000 band. Try and start that business you always wanted to start. Just start, bro. Just start. You don't need planning. Just start, bro. And you see some results in the following months. Alright. Lock in and stop procrastinating. Because procrastination is the assassination of your dreams. Peace. I'm gonna tell you guys something really interesting.
You're right, though, man. That procrastinating stuff is just not it. That was a crazy time. 2020 was a crazy time. I can't even lie. And I don't know if y'all know, but what was his name? I forget his name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. The person that was that got kneed down by the police. George Floyd. There you go, George Floyd. They say that was not even real. That didn't, that was all scripted. What do y'all think about that? Do y'all think that was scripted?
Right now, worldwide, Europeans are at zero population growth. Actually, they are negative population growth, which means that more people are dying that are being born, whereas other people of other races are not having this issue. Non-whites are not having this issue.
There are towns in certain cities that are closing down because the entire population is dying off as time goes on. So from the young peoples of European descent leaving the town, leaving the elders there, they're dying off. Towns are closing down.
Because the dominant society is dying off, the year 2032 is not too far. And many of them are trying to elongate their existence for as long as possible. So through the tanning lotions having melanin in them, everything they're trying to eat to have melanin when they're adopting these children, when they're trying to reinfuse their blood into the original gene pool by intermarriage, interracial dating. All these different ways are ways for them in their efforts to prolong their existence, which is coming to an end, sadly.
Right now, worldwide, Europeans are at zero.
Do not remove your wisdom teeth. Each tooth is connected to the brain and to different organs in the body. Your wisdom teeth are connected to your heart and your gut. You must understand that every body part in your body has consciousness and has mind of its own. They remove your wisdom teeth because they don't want you connected to the heart. The heart is the guiding intelligence within you. Most birds leave Britain to go to Africa every single year on a migration. The heart is the intelligence that guides them there. The heart is where true wisdom is, and this is why they call them wisdom teeth, because they're connected to the heart. You can feel it when you do something negative because your heart is the intelligence that tells you what is right and from wrong. If you do this gesture, this is actually symbolizing cutting the connection between your brain and your heart. Freemasons symbolize the heart as a book because you can read it to guide you through this life. The heart's nervous system contains 40,000 neurons, which are the same neurons in the brain. Making decisions in the brain can be hard because it consists of a dual hemisphere. The heart is a singular organ, meaning it gives you the right answer. The heart produces an electromagnetic field which we call a vibe when we feel energy off someone. It's produced by the emotion in the heart. Christians say what happens in heaven happens on earth. What happens in the brain, what you think, becomes an emotion in the heart, which is earth. This is why Jesus is always pointing at the Sacred Heart, because this is the sacred guide through this life. During the Ethereal University for Deeper Lectures, I've created a whole library so that you can read all the books that I have read. Live calls.
No, don't. Do not turn your head. Don't put them sheets over your shoulders right now. Let me see them 5 downs, man. Remember when you told me, yo, shot tomorrow, I'm gonna get right. I'm gonna start tomorrow, Yeah, you lied. That's why you breathe heavy with just 1 or 2 steps of walking. You breathe heavy. You breathe heavy just to get up from the toilet. Just imagine that. You breathe heavy. You're too unhealthy. You're too weak. This is why you prefer the bed before being active or something productive. This is why the jobs y'all get is only jobs where you can sit down at. You're too lazy. You're useless. You got nothing going on.
That is too funny.
But you laugh at somebody who constantly want to get their body right. Lazy ass. Pay attention, y'all. Money. No, don't.
Moving into the out-of-body state is an excellent way to gather information. One of the easiest information runs you can make is checking on a loved one, and it is the most simple of OB targets. It's very comforting to home in on them to check everything is all right. You can go anywhere and any time, past, present, or future. You can go directly to any chosen place and observe what is there in detail and what is going on. The only problem is that you cannot pick up physical objects. Your hand goes right through them. You can go anywhere on Earth or in it, and through it you can move outward and play around the moon and the solar system. It is beautiful and awe-inspiring. Moving into the out-of-body.
Everybody on here argues about parasites, but did you know that even wild wolves know about them?
There's a good reason for them to do so. The wolves won't eat the flesh of salmon as it may contain parasites that can kill them.
In the documentary, he is explaining that the wolves pick up the fish, throw them onto the rocks so that the birds can eat the intestines and all the insides, while the wolves only eat the brain and take off the head because that is where the parasites can't get. Yet when you're eating this dead flesh, you are eating every single part of the animal, even the fats, where the parasites would probably love to be. And somehow, because we are developed, aka we destroyed the land and put buildings on top of it, we think we don't have them. We all talk about third world countries when it comes to parasites, but the developed world is even worse because every indigenous culture around the world practices parasite cleanses multiple times a year. Everybody on here argues about parasites, but did you know that even wild wolves know about them?
There's a good reason for them to.
That's smart. If a wolf know that, then we gotta do better for real. Dang. It's tough.
There's a lot of changes that are coming to the planet, okay? Pretty soon, things are going to look like straight out of a sci-fi movie, okay? I'm going to be 100% honest with you, all right? If you haven't heard of Project Leviathan, this is something I highly recommend you go down a rabbit hole on. If you Google Project Leviathan, this is a legitimate website that actually pops up. This is something that's associated with the government. I'm going to show you a very interesting video with a woman questioning Alexa about Project Leviathan. And we know Alexa is actually facilitated by the CIA, which is the Central Intelligence Agency. Check this out.
Alexa, how much was spent on Project Leviathan?
Project Leviathan was a costly endeavor, taking years to complete and requiring billions of dollars in funding. The project's scope and objectives encompassed a wide range of scientific and technological advancements, making it difficult to accurately estimate the total cost. However, it is clear that significant resources were dedicated to its realization.
Alexa, what was the purpose of Project Leviathan?
Project Leviathan was a secret government project aimed at creating super soldiers from various enhanced individuals, including mutants, metahumans, and Lightbringers. The project was later expanded to include Guardians and other enhanced humans, as well as aliens.
Notice it said Lightbringers, superhumans, metahumans, aliens. There's a lot of changes that are coming to the planet, okay? Pretty soon, things are going to look like straight out of a sci-fi movie, okay? I'm going to be 100% honest with you, all right? If you haven't heard of Project Leviathan, this is...
Yeah, I definitely feel like we, in a movie, for sure. Life do be playing out like that. I agree.
First of all, you are not the body. You saying it's pseudo, but you're not spiritually vibrating high enough to even transmit this knowledge. So first of all, second of all, calm down. Third of all, you are not your body. So therefore, your spirit ether body has a different food source than your physical body. If you fuse your spirit body or your ether body with your physical body, you can eat directly from the source. So the soles of your hands, the soles of your feet, the palms of your hand, these transmute energy. These are your 11 chakras. Your aura is you have 7 levels of existence. You only see them with the 2 eyes, which is the 3rd dimension, which is the densest level. You have a 7th eye, which is your crown chakra. When your kundalini is flowing, and you're supposed to know this, Mr. Amira, when you no, it's Egyptian as well. When your kundalini energy is flowing and all your chakras are aligned, your light body is permeating, and your light body takes over the physical realm. And you see, once your light body takes over the physical shell, now you eat on that realm because that is the driver that's in control. So you have never transmigrated the physical realm, so you don't have no experience. So yes, I astral project all the time. What are you talking about? I leave this shell all the time. You're not on that realm. I go to the 5th dimension all the time. No drugs, no nothing. So you're not functioning in your higher self. Your understanding is down here. So what I'm saying to you, you can't fathom. I'm in college and you in 5th grade and you trying to tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. No. First of all, you are not the body. You saying it's pseudo, but you're not spiritually vibrating high enough to even...
Nah, it's not that serious. In my opinion, you ain't gotta eat like that, man. Come on. Cut it out, for real.
18 wheelers full of kids, and we was when I seen in my vision when we was becoming activated, we was seizing all the 18 wheelers and shit. We was saving the kids and everything. It's gonna be a glorious moment once everything happened, and it's all unfolding now. These things are happening. Contrary to what you believe, some people may not understand what I'm saying, but the past, present, and future all exist simultaneously. When you break the fourth wall, once you partake in a mycelium network or partake in entheogens, you have the ability of quantum leaping to various other timelines and seeing what's going to happen. I seen us get activated. I seen us telepathically in sync, levitating, flying. You know, I seen us fully activated. This is true. This is facts. It's not bullshit. And you have to, in order to know this, you have to realize all the attacks that they do to deplete the melanin, and all the attacks that they do to put rubber on our shoes to deplete our electromagnetic connection to the earth. All of the different nefarious foods they do. You have to ask yourself, why have they been trying to deplete us so much? And it's because we powerful as hell. We super powerful. We super powerful. All the comic books and the 18 wheelers full of kids, and we was when
If you ate one mango every day for 2 weeks, you will have smoother skin and less acne. If you ate one papaya every day, you will experience an improved gut and digestion. If you ate one grapefruit every day for 2 weeks, you will have improved heart and lung health. If you ate one sweet potato every day for 2 weeks, it will remove brain fog and improve eye health. Follow me to optimize your health. If you ate one mango every
Health is wealth. That is true.
Fasting, you don't lose weight, you lose impurities. Everybody that hear us talking now, tonight when they go to sleep, will go on a fast. Once you go to sleep, the body goes on a fast. When you wake up, meet your first meal, we call it breakfast. It's breaking the fast.
You can't tell people that they should just start fasting.
Well, you know what? When you tell people that, you say, why don't you go home and fast? And they'll go home and say, I heard Dick Gregory, I want to fast. They say, well, did you check with a doctor? You don't check with a doctor when you do coke. You don't check with a doctor when you do alcohol. And all the things that I ever did to corrupt my body, I never checked with nobody. Someone asked me the other day, some news station said, you know, you've been fasting for 30-some years. What does your doctor think? My doctor been dead 27 years. Fasting, you don't lose weight, you lose it.
I can believe he passed away, right? This is a common video where I can watch this back to back. I'm not gonna lie. Very common. Just the way the water flowing and the quality of the videos. Yeah, at some point.
I can barely afford to eat. If you can afford to eat chips, you can afford to eat an apple. And I'm pretty sure you ate today. And if you didn't feed yourself, if you didn't buy that food for yourself, whether you on EBT, the government will feed you. And EBT, you can purchase apples, oranges, and mangoes and leafy greens and all that with your EBT. And if somebody bought you food today, like let's just say you was down the street and you was begging, and somebody said, yo, can you buy me some food? And that person went to buy you some food. Instead of that burger, tell that person to buy you 4 oranges. Whatever excuse you're trying to create for whatever position you at right now, don't do it. Because that's what kept you at where you at right now. Because you started with, how can I lose weight? And now I give you the ways that you can easily lose weight. You don't got to do no surgery. You don't got to harm yourself. You don't got to pay for no courses or anything. Whatever way you was going about getting stuff to eat, because I'm pretty sure you're eating. And if you're unable to eat, then you shouldn't be on TikTok right now. So because that means you have a smartphone and somebody's paying for that bill. And as far as I'm concerned, your body is your most important asset. I'd rather feed myself life before I turn my phone on.
That's true.
Because you can't eat the service. You can't eat 5G. You can't eat AT&T. You can't eat Verizon. You know? Because if you eat Verizon, you're not going to be able to hear them say, can you hear me now for too long? So make a way. If there's a will, there's a way. When you totally decide to operate from your heart and you totally say, yo, this is what I'm going to do. Everything in your body, every cell in your body get convinced. Your being, your energy, your spirit, whatever you believe in, the forces, if you believe in mermaids and aliens, whatever you believe in, that thing will make a way for you to consume, for you to do what you gotta do. Ways will open up and ways will come to you. And the only people that ways don't come to them is the people that are bullshitting and lying to themselves. And that is one of the tools of manifesting. You want to manifest and create something, stop lying. You can't. That's why every day before I get off live, I always tell the family, always remember when you playing this game called life. Always remember when you on offense, you can't pump fake God. You can't pump fake God, bruh. You can't pump fake manifesting. You can lie to yourself. You can lie to your ugly friends and all of them. My bad, your pretty friends. Your friends are pretty. You know, but you can't lie to the universe. You can't pump fake God. And when you totally say it with your heart, and that's what you're gonna do, a way will happen. Everything will make a way. So stop lying to yourself. You can't pump fake God and you can't block love, because love always wins. It's the law. L-A-W. And remember, peace is a weapon. Heal them with peace. And if you're going to be loyal to anything, be loyal to your peace. You want to know what else is a weapon? You are a weapon. Use your weapon to make excuses, or use your weapon to do what you need to do. Use your weapon to destroy the you that you don't want, and use your weapon to build the you that you don't want. There ain't nothing that you can't do. All you got to do is get up out your way and allow yourself to just be everything that you see yourself being. And that's that. I can barely afford to eat. If you
went in, I ain't gonna lie, he really went in right there, for real. I didn't lost track what he was saying. He really eat there. Right though.
Fans like me, I'm fried, yes, fried.
Don't let their energy change yours. I agree, for real.
See, when we talk about raising our frequency or raising our vibration, we also have to talk about protecting and shielding it. Just because we raise our vibration doesn't mean that the lower nature entities or the lower nature beings don't still exist. And they make it easy to get pulled back into the old ways. They make it easy to forget your practices. They make it easy to forget your power. They make it easy to forget that this world is an illusion. So what do? They put fear on you. What do? They put worry on you. What do? They put hate and jealousy on you. So what you have to do to maintain and protect that is by using your own mental powers, by using your own mental vibrations, by using your own energy field and building it up. See, when we talk about raising our frequency or
just because I'm fat, that doesn't invalidate the things that I say.
She died.
You ready to get supersized?
She died too.
Today I got the big Fruit Loop.
He's dead.
Join me on my Fat Positive radio show,
which didn't last long because she died.
Just because I'm fat, that...
Dang. That's sad. I mean, some people just come down here to just enjoy the third dimension. It's just, you know, it is. That's what's going on, I feel like, for real.
If you don't grow your own food, buy your food for somebody who does grow their own food, but also, really important, eats the food that they grow, okay? Most of the farmers that I know do not grow like I grow. Here, nothing is sprayed with insecticides, pesticides, or herbicides. Nothing is sprayed unless it's natural. I may use some worm tea that's made from worms. I may use, some cayenne pepper and then some lavender. I may use marigolds, but everything is natural here in terms of like repelling pests. Everything is natural, okay? That means that I will eat anything that I grow because I've grown it in such a way that I would eat it, okay? So unless you're either gonna grow your food or you grow some of your food and then you buy the rest of it from people who grow their food, okay? I just wanted to make that tip. If you can't...
Being sad is for poor people. Like, being sad will literally make you broke.
And no, it's not because money buys happiness, but it's because of the mindset that's attached to it. You think someone's going to want to do business with you if you're just sad and mopey and depressed all the time? No. If you want to make a lot of money, you have to have really good connections, really good network, do really good business. And in order to do that, you need one thing, and that's energy. So like your mood's got to be good all the time. You have to be willing to connect with people energy-wise all the time. Like you've always got to be on. And this is the most overlooked skill in entrepreneurship and just having money in general, is being able to control and affect your mindset. You have to be so good. You have to be so prepared and know that no external factor could change your mindset. For example, like I started out doing door-to-door sales, and in door-to-door there were so many people that were so rude all the time, but every time someone was rude I would have to go to the next door and just pretend like I'm super happy and I sold the last 10 doors, even though the last 10 doors told me to myself. And that's what it takes in order to be successful. You have to be on all the time in any conversation in order to make money. Being sad is for poor people. Like,
yeah, she's right. He's right. Gotta almost fake it till you make it.
When it comes to your visualization, start thinking like this. Every day I do my quantum visualizations for my clients, but once in a while I'll do it for myself. And you know what I imagine? Fucking slaying demons, flying to other planets, being in different realms, like literally taking on everything in the universe. Like that is so much fucking cooler than driving the greatest supercar.
He right. Now that's real. That is so much better than driving a car. Like being able to imagine being able to fly. Forget a car. I can fly like Superman. Nobody need no car.
Being a billionaire, fuck that shit. Imagine living a freaking Elden Ring real life fucking video game that's within your mind, and you're just fucking slaying demons, doing the Lord's work, being the most badass motherfucker that has ever existed within the universe. That's what I do on a daily basis. That's what I did when I was homeless. That's what I did when I lived off grid. That's what I still do now. And I believe that is why I am where I am so fucking successful. I have the things I have. I have my wife and my girlfriend that y'all hate. Like all these things like that are because I live in the 5D so intensely that it just makes fucking reality so boring, and then it makes things somewhat better here. But when I live in the 5D, it's always going to be fucking better. Why drive an SVJ when you could ride a dragon through all the realms of existence, fighting off evil everywhere? When it comes to your visualization, start thinking like this.
That would be way better than driving a car. Sure. That's different. You on a whole nother level right there. Real.
Let's see what's inside Gatorade. It starts with water, then sugar, then dextrose, which is essentially corn sugar, citric acid, salt, sodium citrate, monopotassium phosphate, modified food starch, natural flavor, glycerol ester of rosin, which acts as a stabilizer, red 40, and caramel color. When I was a kid, I used to pound so many of these. Now, I just add a pinch of high quality salt to my water and sometimes a high quality electrolyte. Let's see what's inside Gatorade. It starts with...
You see my face, right? Look, I look like a fucking chick. But check this out. Yeah, I'm fucking buff. Looks are deceiving, bro. The whole point is this. This is my whole point of doing all that shit. It doesn't matter how you look. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter if you're rich or broke. All that shit doesn't matter. You can get like this. Or even bigger than this.
Study your laws of the universe. The law of attraction, the law of abundance, the law of equivalent exchange. Study your laws, the laws of cause and effect, the karmic cycle. Study your laws. Dwell into your mind, meditate. Understand that you can alter your realms by your train of thought. The minute you slow down your thought, you're able to leave your body through astral projection. You're only enslaved if you can't control your mind. So while you can and while you don't have the whole world against you, or you don't have a lot of worries, worry on freeing your mind from this realm. When you can free your mind from this realm, everything is but a thought. Study your laws of the universe. The law of
everything is but. Oh, that's deep right there. That's real. Because you could really like be somewhere else. You can be here, but your mind is just, somewhere else, thinking bigger, you know. It might seem like you're in prison here, but in your mind, you get in prison of mind, So, like you could be physically enslaved, but mentally, you're free. Like, you know what I'm saying? You'll get what I'm trying to say? I'm gonna skip this.
A dumb kid like me is getting 40,000 followers in just 12 days. What have you done for the past 12 days? What have you accomplished? Bro, I know you promised yourself that you're gonna start this business. I'm gonna start this business. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But guess what? You're not, bro. All you do is jerk off all day, wank all day, watch reels all day. You're not doing anything with your life, bro. Actually, you gotta log in and start putting in the work. If you want $1 million, bro, $1 million not gonna fall from the sky. Nothing's gonna come out easy. You gotta put in the work, bro. Log in, stop procrastinating. How can it be? A dumb kid like
Body of evidence that girls in America are reaching puberty earlier, with potentially troubling implications for their long-term health. Period on average at the age of 12 and a half between 1950 and 1969. Now, between 2000 and 2005, that's down to 11.9 years old. You also found the percentage of girls getting their period before the age of 11 almost doubled, from about 8.5 to 15.5, and the percentage of girls getting their period before the age of 9 more than doubled.
The most important reasons is that both of these characteristics are associated with a variety of long-term health consequences. And for those with very early age at the first period or menarche and persistently irregular periods, those risks include risk of cardiovascular disease, infertility or fertility problems, mood disorders, and cancers influence this. And we found that about half of this trend could be explained by body mass index at menarche. When we looked at maybe what else might be going, including exposure to environmental factors like hormone disrupting chemicals, air pollutants, heavy metals, and exposures to stress and childhood trauma, are some important things to consider.
Body of evidence that girls in America are reaching puberty.
As I show you, they put something in it. Like extra hormones or something. That should not be happening at all.
What are ways that some of the legends like yourself can help guide the newer generation?
Oh, easily. First of all, we got to guide each other. It's not, we're not in an age of leadership anymore. We can see that. So where we really at right now is this. Remember this. If older people don't listen to younger people, they become slow amongst older people. When younger people don't listen to older people, they become slower amongst younger people. If young people would listen to older people, they move faster amongst younger people because you got advanced knowledge.
Right.
And when older people listen to younger people, we move faster in the older world because you got new knowledge. So when we listen to each other, we all grow, and that's called culture.
What are ways that some of the legends like yourself...
Liposuction begins with a doctor inserting a small hollow tube through tiny incisions in your stomach. It's then placed into the fat beneath your skin. Now, this tube is connected to a vacuum, and this vacuum literally suctions out the fat in the area you want it removed. As it's being sucked out, a doctor will use an instrument to break up the fat cells to make sure it's being sucked out evenly. Liposuction begins with a doctor inserting a small hollow tube.
I don't know about that one. I'd rather just go, detox. You ain't gotta do all that, man. They like to just cut on people and stuff. Nah, I don't like that.
on the night while your wife was pregnant. I didn't have sex with a porn star, number one. But by the way, I told you before, I'm happy to play golf if you carry your own bag. Think you can do it? That's the biggest lie. He's a 6 handicap of all. I was an 8 handicap. 8? But I had, you know how many, I've seen you swing, I know you swing. Yeah, let's not act like children. Let's not act like children.
They're real whining like little kids, man. That is funny.
Up here. Let's dance.
You can't tell me there's something not going on with the elites of the world. Check this out.
So in the dawn of this picture that you are going just to duplicate and mirror this like this here, you are going to see this Baphomet go high with the contrast, right? That's the first one. There's so many things. Take the middle of the face, delete this, copy, throw it over, mirror it to the horizontal, stitch together, open this again. Here we go. Increase the contrast. There is a transformation, right? Right?
That does not look like a good spirit.
And you can mirror this to the one side or to the other side. So to this side or to this side, it doesn't matter, because you're going to see this Baphomet face here and here. Right? This here is the face here. You're going to see this
deep, y'all.
thing
Thanks for
here.
watching. Stay weird. You can't tell me that.
Pretty weird. Wow. Imagine this was in your house, dude. Man. What are you doing? Are you killing it? Or you letting it live? Because this is not cute. Nah, you gotta go. You over here eating my spaghetti. You gotta go, man. And look how he's eating it. Oh, we gonna fight, man. We gonna have to fight. Nah. You gotta get smacked. I ain't gonna lie.
If you ever had a dream of robots having human faces, well, your dreams is coming true. Because now scientists have created robot human faces, but oh, it gets better. Because this robotic human face, it can heal itself. So in the future, one of these robots get hit in the face by 223, it might just regenerate. Tight shit. Yeah, to add cherries on top, they say this was made out of living skin. Yeah, they said that they're binding living skin tissues to a mechanical robot surface. And this is what it's supposed to look like in full action. This does not look like it's supposed to be straight out of a scary movie. I'm totally not terrified. Not gonna lie to you, if I see a robot with a human face, it might get chin checked. Y'all let me know in the comments on what y'all think about these robots with human life. If you ever...
Isn't it ironic that Whitney Houston dies the same way that Jimi Hendrix dies? In a tub, in a hotel, allegedly from drugs. And we know why Jimi Hendrix was murdered, the greatest guitarist of all time, because Jimi Hendrix wanted to finance the Black Panther Party, but he didn't know that his agent, his manager, was an MI6 British intelligence agent.
What? Damn. Yeah, you game, they gonna have you mapped out.
And Prince was murdered because Prince didn't want to sell his unpublished music to Warner Brothers. And Michael Jackson was murdered because he didn't want to sell the Beatles catalog back to Sony Records.
What you want to ask?
And R. Kelly went to jail because Sony Records wanted his catalog. R. Kelly is not in jail for pedophilia, although that's wrong and he should. Isn't it ironic that Whitney Houston died?
Stop tweaking about life for a second and look at this image. You are literally a single cell
that is wearing armor and grew a lot. Your whole brain, your spinal column, is this, but bigger. You added some meat. And we walk around our whole lives thinking that we are the meat. This stuff, it's all temporary. It's all rented. Our payment is time. So more than anything, this is a call for people to stop reducing God to a single book. Because you think the infinite is gonna just be in a single book. Yes, it can tell you about that, but you can't even think about what the infinite is. We can't even think about what we are. And when you figure out what you are, you will figure out what God is. Stop tweaking.
That's real. That's actually real. But that's crazy. Like, we all started from right there. Like, what was after that, you know?
In the spelling of the sacred name, Yahweh.
Not after. Y'all know what I meant. Before that. What was before that? What did you come from before? Who was even that? Like,
stop tweaking about life for a second and look.
Was the name of God.
Realize there's something called food inflation. That's when the food costs more money and they give you less quantity. So you're giving a lesser amount of food and it's costing more for a lesser amount. And then there's hyperinflation, where the value of the dollar is on decline. So those two running concurrent means that life is getting exponentially harder. Life is just getting harder because the cost of living is a lot more higher than it normally is. Like I said, it's called food inflation. You're getting a lesser quantity and it costs more money. But you also don't realize there's something called food inflation. That's when the food costs more money and they give you less quantity. So you're giving a lesser amount of food and it's costing more for a lesser amount. And then there's hyperinflation, where the value of the dollar is on decline. So those two running concurrent means that life is getting exponentially harder. Life is just getting harder.
yeah, that is definitely real, for sure. Did y'all ever pay like $7 for a mini watermelon? Y'all ever paid that? That's insane. Like, that should not be $7 for a mini watermelon. Not even a big one. Like, nah, that's crazy. That inflation stuff is definitely real. Ooh.
Most aren't aware that we are predicted to have lots of solar storms all the way through 2026. There's even rumors of a solar storm between 2024 and 2025 that's so strong that it can actually shut our grid down and knock out all our internet. Y'all remember this guy that worked for NASA busting out in tears at a protest? He was basically in fear of climate change and things of that nature. He's aware of all the solar flares that are coming. And again, this is why they're building the bunkers underground. They're in fear of the cosmic radiation. This is why it's so important to detox yourself and make sure that you don't have any harmful metals in you. If the internet shuts down the power grid, there's going to be no AC, there's going to be no fans, it's going to be extremely hot all over the planet. This is why I recommend removing all harmful metals out of your body, like arsenic, mercury, lead, and cadmium. Picture putting a bunch of spoons and forks in a microwave. This is what's happening when you step outside with toxic metals in your body. This is a product I have available on Holistic.
In your head, if you can picture it, if it's clear, you know what I'm saying? Then it is a possibility. If you believe in it, it's already happened. You just haven't gotten there yet. So, you have to learn how to recognize things, you know what I'm saying? And you just have to know what road to take to get to your final destination. Because a thought, just a thought form, can manifest itself into physical form. You know, so it's all about believing in yourself, believing in what you do, being able to see it, knowing how to get there, living it, and trust me, it'll happen. Ask and ye shall receive. That is a very true thing.
I believe that your life is defined by what you believe in. And I believe that
Every time that there is a struggle, it is nothing but a preparation for what's yet to come. But at the same time, I personally do not believe in death. We almost there. I believe in transformation. We're almost there. I do believe that there is an afterlife. we all share the same space. So no matter what form you may be in, here or not here, you may be dust, we still share. In your head, if you can picture it, if it's
real. RP to left eye.
We only have one enemy. The European is not our enemy. The only enemy that we have is the Judas that dwells within. And each of us is born with a Judas and a Messiah. And the Judas was born in you to make sure you never reach your divine purpose. And the Messiah was born in you to make sure Judas fails. We only have one enemy.
Prevailing, and it looks to be a male black suspect. Just crashed.
Show me that! He just jumped into the river. He jumped head first into the river. Can you swim? He can't swim, dispatch. Grab that! Hey, grab my glass. Hey, grab it! Find you! Find you! Grab it! Are you screwing me out? I'm good. Cool, put me over the spot, right here. Jordy. Go ahead, we're pulling him in. Alright. LT, you want to move for me, sir? Here you go, bud. Hold on. I want to see it. D'Angelo, you got to come around us. Around that pipe.
I can see. Hey, Matt, hands are clear. This is going to come to you, the green one.
Do it to Ralph, she's closer.
Just hold on right there until you got more people.
Yep.
You want to come that way?
Yeah, that's fine. We're going to come this way.
You might be asleep.
But no, it's cold. It's hypothermic.
Well, it's going to hurt pulling him off. Just take out the water. Pull that. Make him over down.
Yeah. Well, it's down as far as it's going.
I think we're good. We're good here. All right. We can just lift. Be careful. Slow.
Hold on.
Yeah. You guys are all up.
I've been telling y'all, fuck all these jobs, fuck their court system, fuck their voting system, fuck their schools, fuck their apologies, fuck their reparations. Just get the fuck off my land. That's reparation enough. If this government would just pack his shit up and get the fuck on, we'll be okay. I promise you, we'll be alright if this government left y'all. Y'all scared like we ain't gonna be able to do shit cause the government gone. You niggas don't know how to govern yourself? You niggas don't know how to govern yourself? You need some motherfuckers voting over you. There's only one somebody over us, and that's the Most High God. And pretty soon, all of you will know who that is. And you will be under the throne of David. So, fuck this country. Fuck they laws. Fuck they institutions. They ain't got no jurisdiction over you. I'm the only somebody got jurisdiction over you. So I hope y'all hear me, my fellow Indians, since they stripped our title. Had Indian schools, got motherfuckers coming in to act like us. They had motherfucking Indian schools for motherfuckers to come in and act like Indians. And we got the proof. So we gonna tear y'all ass up. I've been telling.
I also started eating pork. I started eating pork around 3rd, 4th grade. Cause my uncle he caught a bid when I was 8 years old, 9 years old. So of course he get in there. He started kind of submerging himself in information. And the first thing he told me about pork, he said, take a raw piece of bacon, set it in club soda, sit it outside, and you know, and come back and see what it be. And it was definitely worms, definitely maggots, definitely some disgusting shit that I said I ain't fucking with that shit ever in life. That ain't me. And I remember people like, you know, what you mean you don't eat pork? Oh, who he think he is? You don't eat. Like, bruh, why is such a big deal? I don't eat pork. You know what I'm saying? You can enjoy it much as you want to. I don't want none.
Yeah, I don't eat no meat though.
It took me a long time. I stopped eating meat in 16. I also stopped eating pork I started eating pork around third, fourth.
Apple has put out a new warning telling people not to sleep next to iPhones while they are charging. The tech giant's latest iPhone user manual says, quote, do not sleep on a device, power adapter, or wireless charger, or place them under a blanket, pillow, or your body when they are connected to a power outlet. Instead, users should keep iPhones, power adapters, and any wireless chargers in a well-ventilated area away from the body when charging. Otherwise, the phones risk generating too much heat and sparking fires. Apple has put out a new warning telling people not.
This is the deepest video I've seen all year.
Eagles can live up to 70 years because they are mentally strong. After 40 years, every eagle has to make a difficult decision. Its claws are no longer sharp enough to hunt. Its beak becomes bent and blunt, and its feathers become thick. The eagle has two options. Either it dies, or it goes through a painful change. This painful change is that the eagle must go to the mountain and crush its beak on a rock until it falls out. When the old beak falls out, a new beak grows in. With the new beak, the eagle rips out its claws, and new ones grow in. Then the eagle plucks out its feathers, and new ones grow in. This painful journey lasts 150 days, but after doing this, the eagle gets a new life. Sometimes we need to get rid of our old self in order for a new and better version to emerge.
If you need help reaching new heights in your life that you never reached before, comment.
That's real right there. 100 and what days? Sometimes you do gotta get rid of that old you for real. Cause it definitely always want to creep back. Like, no more.
Yeah, shit, look at this. I'm caught in the middle of a twister. Woo! Oh, shit. Man, that was crazy. Alright, vámonos. Yeah, shit, look at this.
I need to bring it to every man's attention that our sisters didn't become bitches till you became a dog. So I ask you to just make up your mind to be a king, just for shits and giggles. Okay? Make up your own mind to just stand up and be a king. And I guarantee you, our sisters will stand beside you. And
Last question, how do you...
Yeah, I'll take some salt. No, wait, not salt. No, that's too much salt, bro. Calm down.
Vai comer essa brincadeira.
That chicken? Yeah, I'll take some chicken and fries. Not too much fries. God damn, I said stop, bro. Damn. It's all like coming here, bro. You don't never listen. Slap the shit out of you right now. You got to go. Appreciate you, Amir, man. How's the family, bro? You got some sauce? Bro, chicken. You serious, bro? Amir, bro. Amir, bro. Chill, bro. Play too fucking much, bro. Amir, put that shit down, Amir. Put that shit.
We're seeing strange creatures because CERN actually opened up a portal.
CERN has accidentally opened up multiple portals,
Okay,
and scientists have been finding new creatures all around the world coming from these portals. You see, earlier this year, CERN had turned on their collider, and they just reported that they accidentally opened up multiple portals. Strange creatures and animals from different
Never
dimensions
seen one of those
have been
before.
popping out. For the last few months, scientists have been studying these creatures, what they eat, where they live, and naming, like the serpent pod. It's mainly in desert areas, nocturnal with a snake-like body, numerous legs, and is a carnivore preying on small animals, but is generally not aggressive to humans. But let's talk about the verdant maw that can manipulate its atoms and molecules, changing its shape to any creature that it sees. It can also change its diet according to that creature. Here you see it turning into a deer. It can then eat grass. If it turned into a shark, it would be able to eat fish. They're still studying this creature and how it works. This is a pteropodicus. It's a herbivore and lives in mostly grasslands. It has a dome-like shell on its back, but since we don't know what dimension it's from, we don't know its natural predator. But whatever it is, it must be huge. But the aquilus is something to be fearful of. It's an apex predator that swims deep in the sea. Powerful fins that help it navigate the water. That helps it capture and devour fish and large marine mammals. They seem very territorial, and so far scientists have only been able to see one or two. Hopefully we have no more come here. This is a Aerosquidus levitatium.
We're seeing strange creatures because CERN actually opened up a portal.
CERN has
You got $1? You got $1, bud? Yeah.
No, I'm good, thank you.
Oh, are you sure? Yeah. Oh, I felt bad for you. I thought everybody should have a damn $1. Thanks, thought you were poor, man.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing all right. You?
Oh, yeah. So I'm at Target.
Yeah. Oh, you on phone, bud? You on phone, bud?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad, bud.
Don't worry about it.
I ain't want to be rude and all that, bud. My bad.
So, what did you want me to look at here for like say again?
Hey, I'm sorry. That was my crispy one, bud. I'm going to need that one back.
Right.
But you can have this dusty
really
one there. Yeah.
Right.
You don't got to make excuse.
If you don't. They've been doing it for a long time to try to subdue that masculine entity because masculine men want power. That molecule of testosterone that makes us want control and power, right? So what do you have to do? They said over the last 40 years, there's been a 1% decline of testosterone in men every year. So it comes through the food, comes through the water, comes through the program. Young males don't want to be men. They've been doing it for a long time to try to...
Well, we all know how we started from sperm cells, right? Well, I was 8 years old when I found out this little squiggly monster, it turned into our spine and brain. And you know, it kind of makes sense since our brain and our spine is the headquarter. Yeah, for all our limbs, nervous system, and everything else. Like, what did y'all actually think happened when this squiggly monster entered the egg? You see how I could have started from that squiggly monster? Is it making sense now? Like, don't be deceived from all the flesh and the bone that are grown from a cell. We still that one cell, we just grew more onto it. Probably a good reason why, if anything happened to this, you're cooked. Because this is where you all started from, this. And another question is, why am I just now knowing about this? Or was I just like living under a rock or something and everybody else knew about this? But y'all let me know what y'all think about our spine and brain starting from a cell. Like
8 years caffeine free, bud.
Pardon?
8 years caffeine free.
About 5 minutes caffeine free.
Yeah. I know denial was a huge part of my struggle personally.
I don't struggle with anything. I'm 50 years old, life is short, and I do what I want, when I want, and how I want.
Yeah, if drugs are going to be a part of it, I guess that is your decision.
Excuse me, let me
but to your body, it's not loving.
Can I help you with something?
Well, I'm trying to help you.
No, I didn't ask for your help.
We all have things we can work on. I know. I definitely.
I'm gonna ask you to move on down the line. Will you please? All right. Oh, I don't need your cash, trust me.
I just wanted to contribute towards the caffeine there.
No, thank you.
All right. Love you, man.
All right. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna put that right there. If you want that, you take it.
All right. You'll get it when I walk away.
Oh, I guarantee I won't. I don't need it.
8 years caffeine free, bud.
That's crazy. He not upset about some pop. He know he don't need that stuff, man.
So we all remember the robot off of Avatar, right? Yeah, we got people out here building these transformer-ass exoskeletons. And with just a little bit more money, you can build an Iron Man suit. And now this has me thinking, what about the technology that we haven't seen? Because if we're seeing this, how can I put this? They have something that is expeditiously more upgraded than this. Yeah, because robotics in 2024 has definitely been upgraded. Like, just imagine, gang. Imagine looking at this with armor on it. Everything about this screams the Avatar. Like, y'all can't tell me that robot didn't remind y'all of this. Autobots, roll out. Because it's gonna be a crazy day in the future when we actually start seeing these roll out.
Yeah.
But y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments.
That is actually gonna be a crazy sight to see. Not gonna lie. Alright, y'all. That's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed that right there. We're gonna head it up right there. I'll be right back with another episode tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.